Alright, let's break this wild story down in simple, natural English, no robotic language, no repeating phrases, just a clear, emotional retelling of one of hip-hop's most shocking breakups. You might want to sit down for this, get a snack, maybe grab a drink. And if you've ever believed in true love, brace yourself because what's happening between Remy Ma and Papoose is enough to make even the toughest fan tear up. Their love story, which once seemed unbreakable, is now in shambles. And it's not just a quiet separation, it's dramatic, public, and full of rumors. Remy Ma, the bold and fearless rapper from the Bronx, is reportedly devastated. And Papoose, who once represented what it meant to be loyal no matter what, has had enough. According to recent reports, he's officially filed for divorce. And it's even more heartbreaking than fans expected. This isn't your usual celebrity relationship drama. This one cuts deeper. There are whispers of cheating, grainy hotel, security footage making rounds online, and even rumors coming from people who've worked with them. And just when things started spiraling, 50 Cent, known for stirring the pot, jumped in with his own commentary, making things even messier. But let's rewind and remember who we're talking about here. Remy and Papoose weren't just a celebrity couple, they were considered an example of true love that could survive anything. When Remy went to prison for 6 years, Papoose didn't leave. He stayed loyal, stood by her through everything, and constantly lifted her up. He didn't just wait, he supported her emotionally, managed her image, and showed the world what devotion looked like. So how did it all fall apart? That's the question fans are desperately asking. It all started with small signs. At the 2023 BET Hip Hop Awards, people noticed something strange. The two were seen together, but the love seemed to be missing. No affection, no smiling, no holding hands, just stiff body language, like two people forced to be near each other. It felt more like a business meeting than a romantic night out. Then, over time, their couple photos disappeared from social media. The cute videos of them cooking, laughing, or sharing sweet moments just stopped. Papoose, who used to call Remy his queen, went silent. Meanwhile, Remy began showing up to events alone, dressed in bold, confident outfits, acting like a woman who didn't want to be tied down anymore. Then the rumors exploded. A Twitter thread from a gossip page dropped what looked like a bombshell. It claimed that Remy was seen entering a hotel with a rapper named Easy the Block, Captain, a battle rapper connected to her battle league, Chrome 23. The footage allegedly showed Remy in a long coat, head down, with Easy following closely behind. They supposedly spent hours inside the hotel and left separately. A hotel worker even shared anonymously that the two were seen laughing together and acting very comfortable. It didn't look like a business meeting at all, it seemed like they were more than just co-workers. That was all the internet needed. Social media users started digging. They analyzed every piece of footage, zoomed in on outfits, speculated on their body language, and came up with countless theories. At the same time, more stories began to emerge from people close to Remy's inner circle. One source said Remy had changed after Chrome 23 started getting attention. She didn't want to just be Papoose's wife anymore. She wanted her own spotlight. Another person claimed she sometimes came home late at night, smelling like a man's cologne that definitely wasn't Pap's. And whenever he asked her about it, she'd supposedly accuse him of being jealous of her success. That's when things went from sad to dramatic. Remy didn't directly respond, but she did what many celebrities do, posted cryptic quotes online. One Instagram story read, "Don't let loyalty keep you stuck in places where you no longer feel appreciated." Was that about Papoose? Was it about her team? No one knows for sure, but the timing definitely raised eyebrows. Meanwhile, Papoose stayed quiet. No interviews, no tweets, nothing. Until he finally posted a black screen on Instagram with the caption, "Sometimes love isn't enough. Protect your peace. #new beginnings." Not long after, the truth came out. Court records showed that he had filed for divorce in New Jersey. Fans were crushed. TikTok flooded with videos of people reacting to the breakup, some even crying. On Twitter, people wrote things like, "If Remy cheated on Papoose, love must be a lie, and he waited for her for 6 years. And she did this?" Papoose wasn't just a rapper, he was a symbol of commitment, someone who stayed solid, no matter what. Now, he's another man walking away from a relationship that once looked unshakable. And then, of course, 50 Cent decided to make things worse. He posted a meme of Remy and Easy with the caption, "Chrome 23 really bringing people together." then added another post saying, "Damn Pap, hit me up. We got revenge to plan." Typical 50 funny to some, shady to others, but definitely stirring the pot. But even that wasn't the end. More rumors began to spread, this time about money. Some sources claimed that Remy had been secretly moving funds behind Papoose's back, that she opened separate accounts and even redirected money from their business ventures without telling him. One person close to the couple said Papoose had been quietly collecting evidence before finally deciding to file the papers. Is any of that true? It's hard to say, but in the world of celebrity drama, once the rumors start, they take on a life of their own. Now there's even talk of endorsements being pulled, business deals falling apart, and legal problems piling up. What started as a love story has turned into a full-blown scandal, complete with betrayal, public humiliation, and possibly financial consequences. And people are already saying this might only be the beginning. If even half of what's being said turns out to be true, this could turn into a bigger legal and emotional storm. Some are even saying jail time could come back into the picture if financial mismanagement is proven. It's hard to believe that the same couple once celebrated for standing by each other through everything is now falling apart so publicly. And for fans who once looked up to them, it's more than disappointing, it's heartbreaking. So, as this story continues to unfold, one thing is clear: this isn't over, not even close. And if you're still holding out hope for a twist ending that brings them back together, you might want to prepare yourself for more shock instead. Tools. This story has taken the internet by storm, a whirlwind of betrayal, missing money, fading love, and a collapsing empire. Remy Ma's Chrome 23 Battle Rap League was once seen as a huge win for women in hip-hop, but now it's tangled in rumors, financial troubles, and a relationship falling apart. Let's break it all down in simple, natural language that paints the full picture. At the center of everything is the alleged breakdown of Remy Ma and Papoose's marriage. It started quietly, whispers about hotel footage, questions about loyalty, and strange moments on stage between Remy and a rising battle rapper, Easy the Block Captain. But now, the situation has blown up into something much more complicated than just a possible affair. Let's begin with the money. Reports have surfaced that about $750,000 vanished from Chrome 23's finances over the past year. That's not a small error, it's enough to raise eyebrows and bring in serious scrutiny. To make things worse, sources say Remy secretly helped launch a separate project starring Easy, building him up as the face of the league. And she did this without telling Papoose. When he found out, he didn't just feel excluded, he felt betrayed. Some say that's when he decided to step away from both the relationship and the business. When Chrome 23 first launched, it was celebrated as a bold, fresh space in the male-dominated world of battle rap. Remy was praised for creating opportunities and offering a platform to up-and-coming talent. But over time, some critics noticed a shift. It felt like Chrome 23 was becoming less about the culture and more about promoting one person, Easy. He became the main face of the events, getting all the best promo, while Papoose, once proudly involved, slowly disappeared from the public view. Naturally, people started to talk. Social media was filled with speculation, some of it fueled by screenshots and voice notes that were shared online. One supposed message from Easy suggested that Pap didn't treat Remy right, and she was ready to move on. Another message, allegedly from Remy, talked about how loyalty can feel like a trap, and that she had lost too much of herself trying to keep others happy. Of course, many of these messages could be fake, especially in the age of AI. But that hasn't stopped people from believing them or from creating dramatic reenactments and TikToks. A YouTuber even joked that Easy is now the new stepdad, claiming they have burner phone evidence. True or not, the gossip is loud and spreading fast. Beyond personal issues, business trouble has also started to pile up. Some of Remy's brand deals have disappeared. A high-end hair company quietly took her off their site, and a drink sponsorship vanished from her social media. Experts say companies are nervous. They once admired Remy's image of strength and resilience. But now, the cheating allegations and missing funds make her a risk. The situation has moved into